Hey, hey.
Hey, how's everybody doing out there? Great to be here for Game Day PCS with you guys. We are live here from the mothership and talking everything Vikings.
Oh,
and
yeah,
all
we have a
kinds of-
wonderful matchup for the Vikings this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit of Jaguars-Vikings action.
Absolutely. So yeah, exciting because this is a big game for us. We're 5-6 coming into this week. This can even up the record to 6-6 and get us on track before we get into that. Feels like a playoff game with the Buccaneers next week. Buccaneers are on a bye week, so they're going to come into that game 7-5. If we can get a win here, we come in 6-6, and we're both vying for one of those wild card spots here in the playoffs. So very playoff-like atmosphere coming into next week's game, but we need to win this week. And here's the thing: the Jaguars, sure, they're 1-10, but they have not made it comfortable for the other teams in winning those games.
And if you're talking about the difference in the team that we saw a month ago, and the difference we've seen this November, it's been a completely different team.
Absolutely. So we're playing our best ball of the year. Jaguars are playing ball that basically they've made every team other than the Steelers in those losses look very uncomfortable. It's been a hard win. They've had to fight till the end to get that win.
Yeah.
The Steelers came in, kind of destroyed them. But other than that,
it's really been close games.
Yeah, it sure has. So,
and I mean, now we know how good the Steelers are, 11-0 right now. So.
Exactly. So that's a tough game to win no matter what. We are rolling right now in Pride of Minnesota. Great to see everybody out there playing. We'll give you guys updates on who's got the top scores in all of our five. Because if you got the top score on Tuesday, at the end of the day on Tuesday, in one of our 5 games, then you're an automatic qualifier for those PCS finals. And of course, our top 7 in session plays also get a spot. So that makes up the total 12 finalists in the PCS. We'll go over our leaderboard in those top 7. We got one more open session play available for you to get into that top 7. And of course, from now until the end of the day on Tuesday, you can always top your score or somebody else's score in any of these games as we are rolling.
We got 2 people checking in.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so we got Lil Lucy saying hi, and also Manuel 0815.
Hey guys, good to see you out there. Let's throw them out some luck. Yeah, pile it up here.
Stack me up some luck. There you go, Manuel and Lil Lucy. A little bit of luck for you guys. Hopefully you can get into that top 10.
Lil Lucy, one of my favorite rappers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Haven't heard her yet?
Whenever you put Lil at the front of it, I assume that you're a rapper.
You're a rapper. That's how it works now?
Yeah, I think so. I think Lil's anything.
Lil anything, that is it. So, Lil Lucy, you already have your rapping name.
Yeah,
and
it's good to have a rapper name.
You already got one listener.
Yeah, I'm already in. I've already bought in. I'm buying the first album. So, but good luck to you guys. Thanks for checking in. Good to have you in here. And we are rolling.
Oh, yeah, about 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in this first game.
Well, one of those names on our top board is at the top of the screen right now, and that is Family Guy with 5,990 points in first place currently. But Family Guy has got the top score in top 10. We're going to play a bunch of top 10 today, but Family Guy has got that score at 29,080 points. But right now, the key score for us right now in Pride of Minnesota is Milky with 28,750. That's the score to beat. So, but that is not easy, my friends, for sure. So,
well, we got even more people checking in.
Oh, all right.
And that's M. Brown and Babe Bliss checking in.
All right.
M. Brown said Skull.
Oh,
So
Skull.
rooting for getting a little bit of Vikings action.
Here we go.
And then
who else am I throwing it to? I don't want to be an actor.
And then Baby Bliss asked for some luck.
Okay. So Baby Bliss and M. Brown. Here you go. Boom, just like that.
It's not Baby Bliss. It's Babe Bliss. I read it wrong.
Okay. Babe Bliss, I still threw it accurately.
It's still good. It's not a name tracking type thing. It's we just know.
We just know it's a mind tracking. And so I'm glad that we got that out there to you and M. Brown. And good to see you guys out there playing. Of course, M. Brown, Skull, let's go Vikes. and let's take care of business against these Jaguars today. We're also going to be announcing the new prizes for this week's Viking victory.
Oh, yeah.
And it's sweet.
Sweet. There is some sweet signed stuff. I'm
going to give a little bit of this is what they call a tease in the biz. All right, I'm going to give a little bit of a tease, and that is currently the Vikings hold the NFC Offensive Player of the Week on the roster, and they hold the NFC Player of the Month on the roster.
Yes.
We may have autographed things from both players
in this week's prize.
In this week's prize.
Yeah. So if you don't know who those guys are, we'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get to that in a second, but let that tease hang out there just a little bit, and we'll be getting to all those things. We're now over the halfway mark here on this Pride of Minnesota game. Sudam is in first now with 13,325 points, and we got 4 minutes of plays left. Sudam looks like he's got quite a bit of plays left.
Yeah.
And but we'll see. Mav's got some good amount of plays. Manuel 0815, we sent some luckouts, got some plays. So is Cozy 16. We'll see how this all plays out. We still got just under 4 minutes left to get that done.
Yeah, look at Thirsty over there in 7th place with still less than half of their plays done.
Wow.
That is a good spot to be at.
Yeah, just make sure you get them all in Thirsty before that time runs out. I'm amazed that sometimes I'll see, the players just don't get those plays in. And,
it'll be right at the end. They'll be in that top 10, and you're like, if they get their plays in, they might be top 3, top 2.
Yeah.
And then they just don't finish out.
They just don't finish out. We'll see, though, what happens with Thirsty. Thirsty's sitting in a pretty good spot right now. There's Jackpot Jen, Dolly 75, Family Guy. Bunch of our top players out there. Let's see here. Yeah, Mav looks like it's moved further to the end there. But Thirsty now in 5th place.
Oh, yeah.
With still a lot of plays left. Dolly 75 still got a significant amount of plays. Sudan still has some plays left for sure as well. Looks like Family Guy's used up all of his.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard for Sudan to catch up to Milky, though.
Yeah.
That 28,750 point high score, that's a pretty hard one.
Yeah, that is a nice score. I think the lowest score we've gotten, our total top 5, is the Vikings victory score.
Yeah, no, that one seems like the easiest one to be able to break into if you want to be able to break into that finals.
Absolutely.
And have one of those top scores. Vikings victory, play a lot of it, and we'll be playing a lot of it today.
Yeah.
So it's a great day to be playing.
Absolutely.
So then you could try to get into that top 5 because that's a 26,765 point high score, which is almost 2,000 lower than any other top high score.
It really is. And so, like say, today, not only do you get a chance at getting in on those finals for PCS, but also this week's prizes.
That's your first shot, really.
Yeah.
I mean, like, not your first shot because you could have played PCS outside.
Yeah.
But first chance with a broadcast.
Yes.
To get into that top 5.
Yeah. We'll go into who, as of yesterday, because people have been playing all day yesterday as far as to get into this week's top 5, and so we've got a leaderboard from yesterday, but today, big day to make some moves on that. We'll talk about that leaderboard, where it standed at the end of Saturday. We also we'll talk about who won. I think you guys have probably already seen it on our social medias, but we do have who won last week's prizes as well.
Oh, yeah.
In 5th place, getting that Vikings baseball hat was Grandy Sam.
Oh, yeah. Good job, Grandy Sam, slipping in there, getting that Vikings hat. Then in 4th place, that Vikings stocking hat, that went out to Flash Daddy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then another Vikings baseball hat in 3rd place was Mad Dog. Mad Dog, a regular big-time player out there. Good to see you get the win, Mad Dog.
Oh, yeah. And then in 2nd place, this is where stuff starts to get interesting, because now we're in the signed stuff. And where did that stuff go to? And the photo signed by Alexander Madison, one of the players I've been seeing out there, one of the most just like been playing consistently, always there. Scuba Steve took home that signed photo by Alexander Madison.
It's a sweet photo.
Yeah, we actually got a actual look at it, because we were trying to figure out which photo is the one of Alexander Madison.
Yeah.
So we had to unwrap it a little bit, peek open to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's definitely Alexander Madison hurdling somebody.
Yeah.
And so
sweet.
it's a sweet photo.
Yeah. Congratulations, Scuba Steve. That's a great one. And then, of course, the prize of last week, the mini helmet signed by the Adam Thielen, and that went out to Anita Alibi. Don't need an alibi for that. You got the win. And there it is, Sudam getting the win in the Pride of Minnesota game, which means we're going to get enrolling in this next game. It's going to be a game of Vikings victory coming up here right after this enrolling people. But congratulations, Sudam, getting that win there in Pride of Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Well, that signed mini helmet went out to Anita Alibi.
Okay, yeah.
And that was a really, really nice win by Anita Alibi, taking that win in the one of the final games that we were on.
Yeah.
On air on Friday. So the last day to be able to get those high scores to be into the top 5. Anita Alibi came out of nowhere and put up a 26,765 point score, making it the highest score in Vikings victory. Really good game by her.
Yeah. I apologize there for me typing, trying to get this Facebook stream going for you guys. And so if you're watching us on the Player Connect, it should be all connected up and you should be seeing us and everything going great. But working on that Facebook connection right now. Apologize if you're trying to get connected there. We will get all those technical difficulties out of the way here very soon. So
I've really enjoyed being able to connect with the players really well on this Player Connect app.
Oh, I think it's super fun.
I think that's been one of the most favorite things about us doing this PCS type stuff.
Right.
Is we get so much more player talking to us instead of just them being able to check in on Facebook, because I think most players, they just play on their iPads and they don't really ever go to Facebook to check in. They just watch it on the TV. But now that they're playing on their phones, they get easy access to talking to us, and it's really sweet to be able to connect with you guys.
Yeah, super fun, very cool, and I think I've got what I need to do out of the way. Good job. Thanks. We'll see. We'll see if that's correct. And
if it worked out.
Yeah, so hopefully I got that worked out, and then we will be good to go.
Oh, well, talking about Vikings victory, this is our first game of Vikings victory we're going into, and this is just the start of us going back and forth between our top football bingo games.
Yes.
And it's going to go Vikings victory, top 10, Vikings victory, top 10. And then you get the double Vikings victory.
Vikings victory, top 10. Vikings victory, top 10. I don't know what that is. It's not
Oh,
good.
yeah, but lots of chances to get into that top 10
Yes.
top score and that Vikings victory top score.
This is your shot. This
and
is the best
to get yourself into that top 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that is now open right now. Oh, Nikki says we can blame the Nikki Network.
No, never blame the Nikki Network. And know where our bread is buttered.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't blame the Nikki Network, because the Nikki Network is what saves us too much for us to blame the Nikki Network.
Most of the time, keeps us on the straight and narrow as best as she can anyways. So we are rolling, though, here in this enrollment of Vikings victory, about a minute and a half away from rolling downhill on this, trying to beat Anita Alibi's score of 26,765 points. Well, let's look at who coming out of Saturday is currently in that top 5 list.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So in 5th place right now, we got Jan AA with 13,590 points there in 5th place.
Yeah, that's a low score.
It is. I'm unfortunately for Jen AA.
There's no way that stays in the top.
That's not going to stay in the top. Jen, you got to keep playing, because that's not going to last that
long.
long.
Yeah. Anything really, we saw it again last week, where it was really anything, you had to get over 20,000 to feel comfortable.
Right.
In the top 5.
I don't think, has anyone under 20,000?
I don't think so. I think Randy Sam, I think that win by Anita Alibi bumped
Bone Racer
19 out, who had that 19,000, the highest basically you could get
Yes.
at 19,000. and bumped him out, so it was just 20,000-point winners.
It was on the last day. He finally got bumped out of that. But yeah, it's been for 2 weeks running. So this is now we got a little bit of a kind of a knowledge of how this works here for 2 weeks running. It's taken 20,000 to get into that top 5.
Oh, yeah. Well, someone who knows how to get over 20,000 checked in, and that's Anita Alibi saying, hello, everyone. Have lots of fun. I'm sure you're having lots of fun thinking about how that Adam Thielen helmet is going to look in your house.
Yeah, tell us, Anita, where do you plan on displaying the Adam Thielen mini helmet? And let's send out Anita a little luck.
We got luck that we need to send out to Anita Alibi. A. Schwaki saying, hey, hey.
Hey, good to see you.
And then we got Sudam saying, good job, Anita.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and so those are the 3 people we need to chuck luck to.
Okay, I'm chucking it out there.
Oh, yeah, bunch of luck. You know what? I'll stack myself up with some luck. So then you got 2. I got 1 of them. And 3, 2, 1. Woo! There you go. There's a bunch of luck being sent out to all you guys. Get into that top 10. And Anita Alibi, maybe a repeat performance.
We'll see.
And get herself into the top 5 again.
I'll tell you, once people hear what these top prizes are, they're going to definitely want to be in these top prizes.
We got another one. Chrissy1965 checking in saying, could use a good luck shout out.
All right, I think it's your
turn.
turn.
Stack me up.
Here goes.
And there you go, Chrissy1965. Hopefully that's a whole bunch of luck for you.
Yeah.
I see a bunch of top players out there. Cozy16, Sarah Honey, Amex, we just sent out some luck to.
Yep. Well, there's
Wait,
a bunch of you guys.
Did I?
M. Brown, we sent out luck to?
I forgot. Amex is one of the players that we needed to send luck to.
Okay.
We didn't send luck. He sent it before Anita Alibi.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Said, hey, hi, Lucy.
All right.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, giving a little hey to Lil Lucy out there apparently.
Oh, yeah.
We'll send you some luck for getting on and chatting.
Oh, yeah. There's Babe Bliss in the 9th place. Sent a little bit of luck out to her earlier.
Nice. Good to see everybody out there. I see Jackpot Jen, Funfair 66, Manuel 0815 who got some luck. Sarah Honey, one of our favorites, of course, out there in 5th place.
We had talked about Jen AA having that 5th place spot in Vikings victory.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that 4th place spot. Mom Hee Haw with a 14,930 point high score. Again, not good enough, I think, to stay into that top 5 for very long. I'm going to be watching to see how many of those scores right here are even going to be able to pass up on that.
Yeah, so keep playing out there. Jen AA and Mom Hee Haw and Lori 1, who's in that 3rd place spot currently with 15,780 points. Again, like we've said, for 2 weeks in a row, we've seen it takes at least 20,000 to get you into that top 5.
Yeah. I just had Sarah Honey ask me if I could send her a good luck kiss.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it.
I was quick. It was.
You already gave it to her. You already gave her the blow.
I was. You don't need to say it like that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
In Vikings victory, in 2nd place, there's a Mad Dog with a 17,550 point victory. Really good victory by Mad Dog. It may be able to stay into that top 5 for a while.
For a little while.
But I don't think it's going to be there for very long.
Not all the way till Friday. No, I don't think so. But here's one that may stay through Friday.
This could stay in 1st place.
It could. This is not out of the realm of possibility. Although that this score hasn't been good enough to win 1st place in either of the first 2 weeks.
Yes.
All right. But it's a really good score. And that is AI 2018 with 23,620. And that will have gotten you in the top 5 in both weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's a really good score. So
no, I think that gets you almost top 3 in both the 2 weeks.
I think so.
I'm not 100% sure on what the scores were at 3rd place.
I'd have to look at it, yeah. I'm even thinking that, depending on – I just have to look at the scores. It might have been 2nd place. It might have been –
but that's a really good score by AI 2018. He's the only one that would be like, well, that may just – he might feel a little safe.
Yeah, you can kind of feel somewhat secure that you're probably in line for a prize.
yeah, but if you want that first place prize, and I know you're going to want that
once
first.
you hear what it is.
Yeah, you're not going to want third place. You're going to want.
You're going to want first or second for sure. But we'll just keep you guys abreast of that as that continues to go. But that was at the end of yesterday's play. That was our top 5 for this week in Vikings victory. Of course, our overall top score in Vikings victory is Anita Alibi with 26,765, and we'll see if that holds up till the end of the day on Tuesday to get Anita Alibi into the finals, or if someone passes her between now and then. So, but super exciting. We've got to announce here at noon, right? That's our time. We're going to announce right at noon what the new prizes are going to be. Right?
Just
when
10
Vikings
minutes.
Kick off.
Just 10 minutes.
Yes, 10 minutes. And I did give that little tease earlier.
10 minutes. 10 minutes, Dougie Fresh on.
Yeah, that is awesome. I'm looking at. So there we go into.
Oh, here's Tony M 1982 checking in, asking when those news prizes will be announced. If I don't know if we're just a little late on this.
They're a little behind us, and
so
he may
hear what you already said and just didn't get the answer.
Yep.
But it's going to be announced right at 12.
Right, there you go. So right at noon, we will announce it, which will probably mean on the app you'll get it about 12:01 because it's about a minute behind us.
Yes, exactly.
If you're on Facebook, it's about more like 20 seconds behind us. So at about 12:20.
So if you want to know faster than 30 seconds faster than everyone else, watch on Facebook.
Facebook, that's the way to go. And if you're on Twitch, you get it exactly real time.
And if you're in Mount Pleasant, as long as you're 6 feet away from us,
you can come in the studio.
You can come in and watch live.
Yeah, because we've actually landed the mothership. We're just planted here on the runway. So
that's not an actual offer, though. This is not.
That would not be part of the COVID protocol. So, anyways, but you can hear it on Twitch. Actually, at the exact time it comes out of our mouths, you get it.
Twitch.
That's how you do it. 20 seconds behind Facebook, a minute behind on the app, and you will get eventually, no matter what, within about a minute of the announcement, you'll get the actual information.
Look at Funfair 66 right here, scoring 17,370 points so far with still about a quarter of their plays left. It's looking really good for them. Already in that third place in scores.
Right.
Only needs about, 200?
Yeah, 200 to pass up. They'll fully pass up Mad Dog with 200 more points. They got a lot of places. There they go.
They are in second place right now.
Yep. There
Funfair 66.
You will be, unless topped again, into that top. But if you get 2,000 points in these next few plays, then I think you got a pretty good shot at staying in the top 5.
Oh yeah,
this is a nice run for Funfair 66 right now. We'll see how that finishes out in this first game of the broadcast of Vikings victory. So it's already super exciting.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
let's see. Does anybody else have plays in our top 9?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at Cozy 16 still has 1 play. Header still has a good amount of plays. None of them really close, though, to that 19,000-point score that Funfair has right now.
Funfair's got a good shot at getting over 20 right here.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I don't know if it's going to be able to get over that 23,000 high score.
That would take a big
that
play.
AI 2018 put out.
Yeah.
But I do think that we'll be able to get over the 20,000-point marker, which is huge.
Absolutely. There we go. Let's see. We got Anita Alibi in 6th. 7th is Manuel 0815. Jackpot Jen in 8th. Tam Bam in 9th place currently. Did she use up all her plays?
Oh, it looks like it. So close.
Nice play. That's kind of like where just a little bit less than what Boat Racer 19 had last week.
Yes.
And kept them in that 5th place spot all the way up
till Friday.
but then just on Friday got knocked out of that top 5. So that's a good score. It's going to keep you around for quite a while, Funfair, I think. And you are definitely in the top 5 right now.
Oh, yeah, second place.
So, yeah, according to what we have, unless someone earlier in the day.
Yeah, got a higher score.
Yeah, so we'll see.
But according to the scores that we have right now, you're the second place holder. Funfair, really good game for you right there. Let's see if anybody else can get into that range of getting in. But congratulations also to Cozy16 for getting into our top 5.
Yeah.
Getting to that 5th place spot over Gen AA with a 14,000 score by Gen AA, by Cozy16. Scoring 14,395 points.
Although it already knocks him out because what happens is Funfair gets in.
Oh, yeah, Funfair gets in. It all gets knocked down.
So now in 5th place is Mom Hee Haw.
Yeah, so not getting into first. Just barely. It would have been if Funfair didn't exist.
Well,
if Funfair hadn't clicked register to play, you would be in the top 5. But Funfair killed it this round, getting into second place. Huge game by Funfair. Probably going to be able to hold on into that top 5 for a while now.
Yeah. Well, that means we're enrolling for a game of top 10. Of course, that score that we're trying to hit there in top 10 is Family Guy. Family Guy got 29,080 points. So that's going to be the score we're going to be shooting for here in this round of top 10.
Oh, yeah, and we'll be right back with you guys to announce those prizes of Vikings victory.
All right.
Hey.
We got just over 40 seconds left to get enrolled in this game of top 10. We're trying to beat that score by a Family Guy with 29,080 points. Well, we do have, before we get into all things Vikings, and we're going to bring these prizes up in 1 minute, we have to remember also to bring the folks national days, this day in history, and celebrity birthdays. We got a few good ones out there on those as well. But we are down to the less than a minute of us announcing those prizes for this week in the Vikings Victory Weekly prizes. So we'll hold off on getting into all those other non-football related items that kind of own the day on game day. But but we still like to bring them that information. And it is officially noon. So let's start going over those prizes. So in 5th place, we've got a Vikings stocking hat is in that 5th place prize.
Then in that 4th place is, again, a Viking stocking hat.
Nice.
And so 4th and 5th, both Viking stocking hats.
Great looking hats.
2 really good hats and perfect for the start of the winter season.
That is correct. And then in 3rd place, you got a Vikings baseball hat. So that's a nice, really nice Vikings baseball hat. That is what you get if you get 3rd place this week. Now we're into the autographed stuff.
Oh, this is some sweet stuff.
Yeah.
This 2nd place stuff is the item that is signed by the current NFC Player of the Week.
This kind of feels like could have been a 1st place prize as well. Just happens to be a 2nd place prize.
Oh, just because of how good the number 1 prize is.
That's true.
But the current the 2nd place prize, that is a mini helmet signed by none other than the QB, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is that 2nd place prize.
I've always been a fan of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, he is.
He's since even when he was at Michigan State, and then he went to the Redskins and was a backup behind RG3.
Yep.
Just great story, and then came out and became a star with the Redskins.
Right.
The Vikings were able to sneak him away from the Redskins and get him over to here and be a great quarterback for them. And it's a great a great story of just perseverance.
Yeah.
And 2, a really great player and great prize.
Yeah, and a great guy. I told before on air my personal story of running a football camp that we were doing. We were doing some other things besides just football at the camp. It was kind of helping out some inner city kids and some rural poor kids and bringing them all together.
Oh, is this one I help coach at?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So and then Kirk Cousins actually sent a video of himself just welcoming the kids to the camp and just gave a great message that he just recorded on his phone and sent over to us. And this was a long time ago, actually, when he was still with the Redskins. But, but it was super nice of him doing. I've never forgotten. It was just a really cool thing that he did. So great guy in addition to being a great football player. And then in that 1st place prize, though, is
this may be the best item we've given out so far.
Oh, it is sweet. It is sweet. So this is a photo. Again, framed, beautiful. These are something. All these items have the certificate of authenticity and all that kind of stuff. But this is a photo signed by Dalvin Cook. Something that you can hang up on your wall.
NFC Player of the Month.
NFC Player of the Month. Dark horse for the NFC, or for just MVP of the NFL. Just a great player. So, that is exciting to have that photo signed by Dalvin Cook, to have the mini helmet signed by Kirk Cousins.
Those are sweet prizes.
Super cool. So, that is the top 2 prizes for this week. If you can get those top 2 scores in Vikings victory.
I don't know what's better, the football or the signed picture by Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
The football or the picture, it's either or
cool
for me. They're both really sweet prizes.
Really cool.
I think the Dalvin Cook picture is probably the cooler. It's easy to display.
Yeah. It's something that's a little bit easier to just have a nice place in your home to display.
But I think maybe just out of my love for just like football things, I just think the football, just if you got like a cool little football holder thing, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The person that got that, and I'm forgetting.
Birdie Boy.
It was Birdie Boy. Birdie Boy may have to get a little like glass display for that.
I mean, it's sweet, especially if he wins like MVP this year or something crazy like.
Just insane. Yeah, that would be insane. So, but this picture is all that in a bag of chips as well. It's really, really cool. And so we are now rolling in this game of top 10, trying to get, like we said, trying to beat that Family Guy score of 29,008.
Well, I'll tell you what we need to do is we need to make a couple score predictions.
Oh, yeah, because the games are rolling now.
Oh, yeah, games are rolling, and we have to make that Vikings Jaguars score prediction.
Yeah, so here's what I got. I got an actual long-winded way to get to my prediction this week.
Okay.
So I've got a few things that I think can happen, will happen, might happen here leading up to this that gets me to my score on this. So one of the things that I think is a key to victory that I think is going to happen today is I think Kirk Cousins is going to have a huge day against this Jaguars secondary.
All right? Yes.
Yeah, that's a key part of, here's the thing. So all of us have been talking about in this resurgence of the Vikings offense has been Dalvin Cook. However, that narrative hasn't been a full actual story because Cousins has been on fire for the month.
He has been a huge asset to them in this month of November.
He has lit up defenses for 12 touchdowns to 1 interception. He's had a quarterback rating of 124.3.
People don't know that's insane.
That is crazy good. And he and he's thrown for over 300 yards the last 2 weeks.
I want you to just take a break real quick to take a look at Mav's score.
Holy cow.
Has put up 24,000 right here. Needs to score, 28?
2908.
29, just barely over that 29,000 range. I would say is within shot. But look at Scuba Steve. Look at Sarah Honey.
Yeah, a lot of good scores.
Those are some really crazy scores that are getting put out this game.
Yeah, that's awesome. Way to go, guys. You guys are playing a heck of a game. Over 25 now. We're going to see where this all goes. Mav on fire. If Mav can finish strong, got a shot at Family Guy's score there. So we're going to see how that plays out.
It looks like Scuba Steve's out, and with just the 20,000, really good. Could win a lot would win a lot of these top 10 games.
Oh yeah, for sure. But Mav still with a few plays, kind of savoring those last plays as I think Mav realizes the gravity of the situation right now. That there is a chance here. So you're saying there's a chance to get that top score in top 10. We'll see if it can happen. We're going to be here with you the whole way as we look at that. We got over 2.5 minutes left to play in this game of top 10, and it looks like Mav, a great game, came up just a little short.
Yeah, just short. Just a little Vikings update. Jaguars score a touchdown.
Wow.
Pass by Mike Glennon. I don't know how many passing touchdowns Mike Glennon has in his career.
Well, yeah.
But just coming off the bench and just putting up some touchdowns. Has Mike Glennon started in the NFL?
Yeah, he started for the Bears at the beginning of Mitch Trubisky's career when they drafted
he was kind of like the Tyrod Taylor of his start.
Yeah, so he was brought in to kind of be that initial starter. Glennon, I've never been a huge fan of his game only because he's so tall. He's like 6'7", that he's got a really elongated release.
Yes.
And so has a tendency to just, from, the measure with these quarterbacks, the point of when they make the decision to throw to when the ball comes out of their hands.
It's just a little too slow.
And Mike Glennon has a long one there. And so that's really hurt his game. I think he's an actually good player, but I don't know at 6'7" if he's got an ability to quicken up that release at all.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but they have benched. That was one of my things on these predictions, okay, was they have, that I was going to talk about, is they have benched Gardner Minshew, okay,
yes,
over to Mike Glennon. And here's been the one thing that, and we're already seeing this. Who did he throw that touchdown pass to?
To the rookie, Lavaska Shimnault Jr.
Okay. Okay.
He came out really athletic, large receiver.
Yeah.
I forget where he came out of, but was drafted this last year.
Yeah, he's not shown. He's shown flashes of being able to do some stuff. So we'll see on that. I had put in that I was predicting that Chalk. I'm sorry. So
DJ Chark.
DJ Chark, who's been very underrated as he's had a really nice season for the Jaguars, that he might be able to cause some problems for the Vikings secondary. So I think that's one of that. I think the Jaguars are going to be able to
I think
put up some points.
Yeah, there's two things that they have to worry about. DJ Chark, who's been one of the most underrated receiver, and probably a player that's been having one of the best undrafted rookie seasons I've seen in a long time. Maybe I've ever seen. Well, there's Mav officially taking that win home. Good job, Mav, scoring 25,815 points. Really good game.
Yeah, Scuba Steve had a nice game
but
too.
But to put more on, what player having one of the best undrafted rookie seasons is James.
And as you're looking that up,
James Robinson. He's been just insane. He's gonna rush for he's gonna have over 1,000 yards of total offense. One thing that only last person to do it was Philip Lindsay was the last one to be able to surpass 1,000 yards as an undrafted rookie.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's impressive. Well, yeah, no, he's doing a good job. I just thought, that DJ may cause some problems.
Oh, especially with secondary issues.
Yeah, with our young secondary. So, but we're now into enrollment for this next game's a Vikings victory. Make sure you get enrolled. Make sure you hit the button there in the lobby and get into the game, because this is your chance to get in on those new prizes for the week and your chance at topping Anita Alibi's top score of 26,765. Remember, again, we just announced it, but those top two prizes this week is an autographed mini helmet by Kirk Cousins and an autographed photo framed beautiful picture of Dalvin Cook. So really great prizes this week. We're excited about that. And here's another chance to get in on all of that stuff here in this game. We're just under 3.5 minutes left to do that. So make sure you get enrolled. Well, so yeah, I think that, that could cause them some problems. And it looks like Mike Glennon already is finding some.
Being 3 for 3 right now, yeah. Looking really nice. That Jaguars defense, Jaguars team is a lot better than their record shows.
Yeah.
Being 1-10 right now,
yeah.
Is not how good that team is. That team has been in a lot of games.
Yeah.
They just have been right outside of it. They just need that one extra bump of a player.
Yeah.
It was their team has kind of felt like how our team felt the first part of the season. They just never came out of it.
Yeah, and one of the things, and even in that touchdown that the Jaguars just scored, that Mike Glennon just had forever in the backfield to get that pass off. He kind of moved the pocket a little bit. He did. He's not a dual threat guy or anything like that, but he moved the pocket a little bit, bought himself a little bit of extra time. But also the thing that we don't have DJ Wanham this week.
It's
that
huge.
He's out. That's a big thing, because if we can't get pressure, we can't find ways to get pressure on Glennon, and he feels comfortable in that backfield, and he's got that time to have that extended release. He's a good thrower of the football. So that can really cause some problems. But anyways, that is just to say that the Jaguars are probably going to keep this thing close. They have an ability to score points. I do think at the end of the day we're going to outscore them in this game. But the other exciting thing that is part of my things that I wanted to talk to you guys about as I get up to my prediction on the game, and that is Jefferson. If he gets 82 yards this game,
yeah.
All right, he goes over 1,000 yards. Okay,
yeah, he
becomes one of only. Let's see. I want to make sure I say this right. I think it's 4. I just want to make sure it wasn't 5. It fit 5. He become one of 5 in the history of the NFL of rookies in the first 12 games of their career to get over 1,000 yards.
Let's just hope he's as good as the last Vikings rookie that went over 1,000 yards.
He would be one of only 2 if he just gets it in the season, which is almost, unless he got hurt.
I think he's for sure going to be in that category.
In that category.
It may not happen in the 12. The 12 games, 1,000 yards in 12 games, that's huge.
Yeah, but he'd be only one of two in the histories of the Vikings to get that in a rookie season. And, of course, you probably already guessed it. The other one was Randy Moss. But right now he's on pace to have a better season than Randy Moss's rookie season, just tearing it up. So that's Justin Jefferson. Of course, we keep talking about him. Just to have your name mentioned, more than just, we already talked about him, that he's one of the best receivers in the NFL, not just rookies. But further than that, we keep on mentioning him in the same sentence with Randy Moss.
It's insane.
That is crazy. So, and then my last thing that we've already been talking about is that I think the Jaguars can keep this game closer than most people would think. They think it's going to get blown out. But so that gets me all to this, all right? Because I think the Vikings are very aware of that getting to that 6-6 record before this, what I'm calling it's a playoff-like game against the Buccaneers next week. I think is going to motivate them. They're going to come out early. We also got Ezra Cleveland back on the O-line.
Oh, Mad Dog just gave me a little update. I didn't know this, but it looks like Kendricks, I think he had a little bit of a typo, so I'm trying to read through the typo. He says plus H. It looks like he's trying to type out Kendricks. Got hurt during pregame warmups.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a huge loss for them.
That would be huge. Yeah. I haven't seen that yet. So there's Chuckles jumping out into first place right away. We'll see how that plays out. But good to see you in first, Chuckles. So we'll see how that all plays out. That's going to hurt our defense. That's our leader on defense. That's one of the best linebackers in the NFL.
I mean, if you go by PFF rankings, he is top three.
Yeah, he's the third best in the NFL according to PFF right now. So my prediction is I'm sticking with it, even with Kendricks out, even with that early score by the Jaguars. Here's my prediction: Vikings 34, Jaguars 24.
Ooh,
yeah,
a little bit of a shootout.
A shootout in the dome in Minneapolis with our Vikings coming out victors, 34-24.
10-point victory.
Yeah.
What's the spread on that?
I'll pull up the spread here while you.
Yeah. Well, my prediction for this game, it's gonna be. Oh, yep. Got Amex also checking in, saying that Kendricks got hurt before kickoff.
Okay. All right.
But my score prediction, even with all those things happening, I think the Vikings are by far the better team, especially on the offensive end of the ball. I think they're just going to dominate. It's going to be a little bit of a shootout, but they're just not going to be able to keep up. I'm saying a huge scoring game by the Vikings with a 38-point score for the Vikings, and then a 27-point score for the
38-27 Vikings. All right. Hey, the spread is 10.
Oh, okay. So we're both right around. I'm shooting for over.
Yeah.
And you're shooting right on.
Right on. And then the over-under is 51 points.
Okay, I think for sure I'm taking the over.
Taking the over on that as well. We got Louis out there with 4,200 points jumping into first place. And we'll see as we still have just under 7.5 minutes left to play. I'll get Nikki and Tony's predictions. They always give a prediction as well. And we'll go from there. We'll also give you all of our predictions on all these early games here before we get too far into the games. And tell you what we think is going to happen there as well. Let's see here. Pulling up all those games.
Looks like a quick 3 and out maybe for the Vikings. We don't have it broadcasted right here, but like we usually do to be able to see the game.
Yeah.
And, so I'm trying to guess off of stats. But it looks like it was a 3 and out for the Vikings. Dalvin Cook only had 1 carry for 7 yards, and Kirk Cousins went 0 for 2. Like to see a couple more carries out of Dalvin Cook in the next couple drives, getting him 2 or 3 carries in the drive.
I think we've had a lot of success when we do at least, whether Dalvin's able to get a lot of yards because they're so focused on stopping him or not, that we definitely run the ball early and often with Cook. It just sets up our pass game so well. So with one of the early games here that we've got.
Here I got a score prediction from a person. Brat checked in saying Vikes by 3.
Vikes by 3, okay.
Yeah, tight win.
Tight win.
Brad's predicting, but a win nonetheless. I'll take it.
We'll take a win no matter how it comes. We just want to get to that 6-6 record, in my opinion, going into that Buccaneers game. Be 6-6 against 7-4, 7-5 Buccaneers, and we'll see where that goes. But yeah, let's get a win here, guys. Well, one of the other.
Yeah, then we would be what in this past run we have went. How many wins in a row? 5 and 1. 5 and 1, and then about 3 wins. We're at 3 wins right now in a row, aren't we?
I'd have to look it up. So you're asking me questions I don't have in front of me. But,
okay, yeah. I think if I'm correct, I think it's been 3 wins in a row. Make it to 4 wins. Head into Tampa Bay on a 4-game win streak. Try to get that 5th win in a row would be huge for that Vikings, especially for their playoff berth, and just for morale.
Yes, sir. We will see here. I'm pulling up their scores here. So Vikings, they beat the Panthers 28-27. They lost to the Cowboys the week before that. Then they beat the Bears the week before that. They beat the Lions the week before that. They beat the Packers the week before that. And then they had lost the Falcons going into that bye week. So
all right, and then now they've been hot since. I'm gonna give the real quick score prediction of Tony and Nikki. Tony has a score prediction of 27-20 Vikings winning.
Okay.
Nikki goes really close with a 27 point for the Vikings, but then 25. For those Jacksonville Jaguars, only a 2-point win. That's going to be a really close one.
Yeah, we will see how that plays out. We did lose Eric Kendricks right before the game, and that is a huge blow, of course, to our team, our defensive leader and best player. So we got Jackpot Jen in first place. Second place is Sarah Honey. Mr. Big Koch in third, Mav in fourth, Chuckles in fifth right now. We got just under 4 minutes left to play in this game right now. Let's start hitting some of those early games here. We got Saints and Falcons. What do you think about that game?
Yeah, Saints and Falcons. I am looking forward to see how this game works out because the Atlanta Falcons, they've played underperformed how good they are as a team. So see if they can play to their full potential. And then also the Saints, they're just in a weird predicament without Drew Brees, and it almost trying to figure out how Taysom Hill works, and is he just a gimmick quarterback? Or now that they've seen 2 games of what he can do, is a defense going to be able to stop him?
Let me ask you this question. Who over the course of the last 3 years, right, has been the winningest quarterback in the month of December in the NFL?
In the month of November, I'm going to go.
No, December.
Oh, the month of December.
December.
Drew Brees. That's going to be my guess.
Just
because that's.
Why am I asking the question?
Yeah.
That is the opposite side of the equation in today's game. Matty Ice, the number 1 winning quarterback in the month of December, the last 3 years. So we'll see if that continues to be a trend for Matt Ryan, the Falcons quarterback. But that is an actual thing. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, without Drew Brees, Falcons. I think.
And now it's been 2 games in a row where Alvin Kamara has not gotten over 50 all-purpose yards.
Yeah, it's been interesting with the mix of losing Drew Brees and now with Hill at quarterback. Just how does Kamara, what's his role? Where does he play? How does he do what he does? And they haven't found a good mix, I don't think, of how to utilize Kamara in that new offense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out. So what's your prediction on that one?
My prediction is Falcons take the win. I think Saints, they're thinking really highly about themselves right now, getting some really good wins in. Mm-hmm. And I think that Atlanta's going to come in, put out a defense that's really well equipped to stop this new wildcat sort of passer, dual threat. almost like a Baltimore-style offense that they got going on right now of the Saints. I think that they're going to put out a good defense for it, and it's gonna give them a little bit more of a struggle, and I say Falcons sneak the win.
Not so fast, my friend. Going Dirty Birds on this one. Atlanta Falcons for the win.
That's what you're predicting?
Yeah. Or are you saying you predicting the Falcons?
I was predicting the Falcons.
Oh, I'm going to go Saints then.
Oh, you're going Saints?
Not so fast, my friend. The Saints come marching in. That's how quickly I can change my prediction.
I mean, that's the better prediction of the two.
No,
I mean, the Saints have been really good.
And I think I had in my mind you were going to pick the Saints.
Yeah, the Saints have a really have a lot to lose, being 9-2 and having themselves be above a lot of those 8-3 teams.
Yeah.
If they take a loss and then some of those 8-3 teams get a win, they're in a mix of a lot of different teams that they don't want to be in that mix for.
Right.
Two of those 8-3 teams are meeting up tonight with the Chiefs and Titans.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game. You got the power run game versus the just seems unstoppable offense of the Chiefs. So, but yeah. So, anyways, the Saints have jumped out to the quick 6-0 lead. We'll see where that goes. I think they got an extra point still waiting on that. We got Jaguars currently up 9-0 on our Minnesota Vikings. So just a little update on that score.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
it's final.
There it is.
Family Guy getting the win on this one with 12,930 points on that game of Vikings victory. Not quite enough to be able to get into the top 5.
No, but congratulations on the win, Family Guy. That means we're rolling into a game of top 10. Again, that score we're trying to hit here in game of top 10 is Family Guys. It is a score of 29,080 points. That's what we're trying to beat here this round, and make sure you get enrolled and get into that game. So the next game we've got on our big board here is the Browns versus the Titans. The Browns versus the Titans.
Wait, what was I thinking that the 49ers face? Maybe
49ers face the Bills tonight.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, It's them and the
Chiefs face the Broncos.
Chiefs face the Broncos. I don't know why I was thinking that two 8-3 teams were facing off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure this out now.
Yeah.
Why I thought that.
Well, I'll let you work through that. But it is Browns Titans currently going on, and I'm gonna go. I don't think the Browns have been able to win the games they're supposed to win.
Wait, the Browns are the 8-3 teams.
Yeah, they are 8-3.
Okay, so Browns are 8-3, Titans are 8-3. I was thinking Chiefs and Titans. It's Browns and Titans, both 8-3.
There you go. Chiefs are not 8-3. Chiefs are actually 10-1.
I think so. Yeah. No, that's what I was. I was wrong. I was just wrong.
Yeah.
But Browns, Titans.
Yeah. So Browns, Titans. The Browns have been able to win the games they're supposed to win, but they've struggled in winning those games where they're playing an above-average team.
Yes.
And so I think that trend's going to continue. I think the Titans are going to get the win. Derrick Henry's going to be running downhill, and they're not going to be able to pull that one out. So make sure. I'm not sure what's happening with our broadcast right at the moment, but
it's all good.
Okay, so we are rolling here in this, getting enrolled for this game of it's top 10. Top 10. We got Family Guy. He's got the top score with 29,080 points. That's what we're trying to beat here in just about 2 minutes. But I've got the Titans, Derrick Henry running downhill, Ryan Tannehill being the best quarterback on the field, being the better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. And I think the only thing that I think that the Browns, their two-headed monster at running back.
Oh, that's tough.
Maybe as good or better than Derrick Henry by himself. So.
Oh, I mean, the ability to go from Nick Chubb to Kareem Hunt,
yeah.
I mean, is just unmatched in the NFL.
Yeah.
Being able to have a running back that's not only as a backup, a great backup running back, he would be a star running back at a lot of other teams.
Absolutely. And I think we got two of the best young coaches in the league with Kevin Stefanski and I'm going blank on his name right now. All of a sudden, I just had it in my head.
Well, my prediction is that Cleveland.
Well, all right, you take over.
Cleveland really needs a win here, and you're talking about Vrabel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Cleveland really needs a win here. Everyone's talking about how they can't beat the teams that are better, that are good teams. Mm-hmm. And so I think they're coming in with a lot of just like, we need to win this game. I think the combination between Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt is going to be enough to stop them. And nobody's talking about that Cleveland Brown defense. Uh-huh. That Cleveland Brown defense has played elite this year, especially Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett has been putting up insane stats so far, especially getting pressure on the quarterback and just being able to do it all from the defensive end position. Mm-hmm. I think that they're a really good defense as well. I say Cleveland comes out with the win on this one.
Okay.
And right now I'm looking pretty good, especially making this prediction because they're sitting on a 9-0 lead right now.
Yeah, it's a good place for them to be for sure. I think they're waiting on an extra point there from the touchdown they just scored. So we'll see how that goes. We also have the Lions Bears. This is in division game here in the NFC North. And that game currently going on as well. You got the Lions with their interim head coach in Bevel taking over as Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn get let go this last week. And you got the Bears starting Mitchell Trubisky again this week.
Yes.
Any thoughts on the Lions-Bears?
My thoughts is that the Bears have been really have not been good this last couple. Have not been good the last month, really. Uh-huh. I mean, they've lost. They were one of the top teams in the league at one point, I think at 4-1, and now they've kind of had a opposite process of what the Vikings have had.
That's true.
Where they played 4-1 to start out and now have been 1-5 since then, being 5-6 now for their record. A lot of those losses coming in the second half of the season, looking not really good for the Bears. I think that the Bears are going to have a little bit of a revamp this week. Okay. They're coming in. I've seen a lot of players tweet, a lot of players talking about how they don't like the way they've been playing. Mm-hmm. And I am expecting to see a different fired-up Bears team that comes in to beat the Lions.
Okay, so you're going the Bears. I think just a little bit of emotional push with Patricia out of the locker room, Bevel taking over that spot. I think a lot of players trying to prove something. I know that Swift is out for the game. A lot of injured Lions players, but I think there's a lot of Lions wanting to prove a little something here in this game, and the Lions get the victory there in Chicago, coming from behind as the score currently is 9-0 Bears. Lions coming from behind to get the victory there. So we'll see how that ends up playing out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm taking a look at this Mad Dog score right now.
It's a pretty good score.
With 14,000 points right there, with about only a quarter of their plays done. I mean, that is a really good score for how many. They're going after that top 10 high score.
Yes.
Which is held by Family Guy?
Yeah, that's correct.
Family Guy with a 29, they just need to score just over 29,000. I'm interested to see if Mad Dog can get that, if he can keep up that hot streak that is going on right now.
Yeah, Mad Dog's got a good game going here. We'll keep checking that out as he keeps going, and it continues on, still below the 50% plays played, and he's over 15,000 points.
Oh yeah, just repeat the rest of your 60% of your plays left. Just repeat the first 40, and you'll be grand. You'll score 30,000.
Absolutely. Sometimes that's easier said than done.
Oh, it's 100% easier said than done.
So there we go. The next game that we've got on our big board here is the Bengals and the Dolphins.
That should be an interesting game. I think that it's a pretty clear who's going to win the game. Mm-hmm. This may be one of those games where we both picked the same team.
Yeah.
But seeing what the Dolphins decide to do, because they're playing a weakened Bengals do they want to get Tua some more time? Or is Fitzpatrick going to be the starter from now on to the rest of the season?
Yeah.
What is the thought process in the Dolphins?
That's been
upper management.
Yeah, it's been interesting for me, that Tua has had, injury and then benched, and just what their thought process is there.
And then he went 3-0 as a starter.
Yeah.
I mean, really good. The only thing I could see happening is a little bit of what they did with Patrick Mahomes. With Alex Smith, where they benched Alex Smith for a game, and they let Patrick Mahomes just go and win a game, and kind of just let him build up that confidence, and then re-benched him again, and just let Alex Smith finish up the season. And then, as we know, he then went to, and then Patrick Mahomes came onto the scene, and now we have the big Patrick Mahomes that we do now.
Yep.
Is their thought process the same as that, or is this just a win now move where they're saying, okay, we think we have a better chance at winning in the playoffs with Fitzpatrick at quarterback instead of Tua?
Well, look at this. At the 5-minute mark, Mad Dog has continued on that hot streak at now over 20,000 points. 20,085 points currently. Has got 9,000 to go to pass Family Guy here.
Family Guy's been holding on to that for a while now.
Yeah.
Got it really early this last week. Could be interesting to see if Mad Dog could pass that up. Family Guy in 6th place, just watching Mad Dog as he creeps towards that top score.
Yeah, we're going to see. It's going to take a nice finish to the game for Mad Dog, but if he stays on the way he's been playing all game long, he could get it done.
Oh, yeah, I see Family Guy in there. Don't do it, saying in the chat.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens, Family Guy. Mad Dog, one of our top players.
I mean, but look at Manuel 08-15 with only about half their plays done, and that's 16,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their game as well.
Yeah, right there as well. We're going to have to keep an eye on both of these players, Mad Dog and Manuel 08-15, because having a heck of a game there as well. Currently, Tricks 421 in 2nd place, but out of plays. Melly 28 is in 4th, but out of plays as well. So we're going to see as this thing finishes up. And but yeah, I'm gonna go.
My guess is Dolphins take the win without having Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, I say that's an interesting game. Without Joe Burrow, I say it's Dolphins win.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins going to get a win there as well. Yeah, whether it's Tua gets any time or it's all just Fitzmagic, I don't think that's going to matter. That would be an impressive win for the Bengals without Burrow. I just don't think they can pull that off.
Well, the next game we're gonna talk about is one of the more interesting games that I think of this week, and that's Colts Texans. What's your thoughts on Colts Texans? I think Colts have the better team, but Texans have the better star player.
Yeah, sure. And Texans have just not been able to pull it together. I mean, I think the loss of Hopkins in the offseason and basically
the loss of Hopkins has slowed down maybe the offense, but it has not slowed down Deshaun Watson, who's been putting up similar numbers to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he's put up great numbers. He's a great young quarterback. I mean,
there's
good.
Argument that he could be the 2nd best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that he's quite there yet because he doesn't have the championship pedigree for
exactly.
For me. But I do think he's one of the most talented. I mean, Dabo Swinney said when he came out from Clemson, Dabo Swinney's comment is that he's going to be the Jordan of the NFL.
Yeah.
He just believes so much in Watson, and Watson has proved to be a great talent. Just he hasn't quite had the team around him. I don't think he's had the coaching staff around him, and so hopefully they're going to get that this next offseason, get that all squared away for him. And we will see. Mad Dog now at 23,000 points. The plays are starting to get thin. The time's starting to get thin. We're going to see if they're going to need a big push here at the end to catch Family Guy.
Oh, yeah. Manuel in 3rd place needs to just binge do plays right now.
Yes, I know. I'm hoping those plays get in because what a great round for the amount of plays that they've got in right there. There's in Family Guy, we know he's done with his plays, sitting in 7th place, going, no.
Or yes, because Mad Dog's done with their plays.
Yeah. So now Mad Dog's done. That's not going to happen. Great game by Mad Dog. Just not going to quite get there. A. Schwacke having a great game of over 20,000 points in second place. But we're really all watching here in this last minute. Manual, see what they can get done.
Oh, yeah. How many plays can they get in? And are these plays going to be good plays?
Yeah.
That's the question.
There it is, over 20 now.
Yeah, now over 20, seeing if with about a quarter of those plays left, if they can pass up that Mad Dog score of 23,115 points.
We're going to keep an eye on that, but I'm going to go just because the overall stability of the franchise. Frank Reich's a great coach. You got a veteran at quarterback. You got a nice running game. You got one of the best offensive lines in the league.
And one of the top defenses. I mean, that defense has been absolutely stellar this year.
So I'm going Colts in that game.
Can I tell you what? I'm going Texans. Okay. I think the Texans have been underrated, and Deshaun Watson has been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I think everyone's talking about how good Kyler Murray has been and stuff like that, and a lot of talk has went into, who's the better quarterback, Kyler
I don't think
or
Manuel's going to get his plays in.
Lamar. I don't think so either. I think
it's about to come official here. We're going to see who gets the win, but it doesn't look like Manuel got those plays in. What a great round. Over 20,000 points getting into second place without using up the points.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like we're wrapping up the end of that first quarter of the Jaguars-Vikings game. Yep. Jaguars ending the quarter with a lead 9-0. I think we're going to see a little bit of a change happen in this. I'm going to take a little deeper dive into the stats.
And while you're digging that dive, congratulations, Mad Dog, on getting the win there in that game of top 10. And we're getting enrolled in this next game of Vikings victory. So you got 4 minutes to do so while you can jump into that deep dive there.
Well, what it looks like is that Mike Glennon has been absolutely picking our defense apart, throwing 80% in that quarter for 112 yards and a TD. You can't ask for much more out of your quarterback. We got to be able to, from the defensive line standpoint, get more pressure onto Mike Glennon and not let those receivers run for so long.
Because right now, because Mike Glennon, if he has time, he can throw the football.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, great run play also by James Robinson, having 7 carries for 37 yards, averaging a 5.3 yards per carry. Not bad out of him as well. We need to see that run defense step up. We just need to see the defense step up and not let this win slip away from us.
Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, those young DBs are just going to have a challenging time if the time Glennon's getting back in the backfield continues. They're just going to be able to pick them apart. That's hard for even veteran DBs if you're getting that kind of time. The loss of DJ Wanham is really showing up right now, and we got to get some pressure. We got to figure out how to get some pressure on Glennon. So, but I think Zimmer's a great defensive mind. I think they're going to be able to put this thing together, and we'll get the ship righted here. Get that offense going downhill with Cook.
Yeah, well, it looks like
start taking up some time as we go.
From what it looks like to me is that there hasn't been just many plays happen for the Vikings in that quarter. Mm-hmm. They just they would be in the game for a little bit and come out. They only went for 4 passes compared to the Jaguars' 10 attempts. Mm-hmm. And the running the ball, Dalvin Cook's only gotten the ball 4 times. Just made it 4 with his first carry in the second quarter, but in the first quarter only had 3 carries.
Looks like it's 3rd and 2 right now on the 29. This would be a key 3rd down pickup if we can get that and keep this drive alive right now. So we'll see about that. The Vikings do have the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like currently. So.
But Justin Jefferson only having 2 receptions. I mean, there's just not the ball. They haven't had the ball for enough, and they're not getting first downs.
Yeah, got to get those first downs. Key on 3rd down to pick up things like this. When it's 3rd and 2, you got to get that first down and keep the drive alive. Hopefully that's going to happen.
And I'm hoping to see the end of the half where Dalvin is closing in on more like 10 carries. Instead of having 3 carries in a quarter, have more like 7 carries in the quarter. I think that would be very big for them, especially with the loss of Alexander Madison for this game. That we need to see a big bump in Dalvin Cook's run play and how many carries he's going to get.
Yeah, he's going to need a lot of carries for sure. It's 4th and 2 now for the Vikings.
We punted
on the 29th, so we got to punt the ball. And so, unfortunately, get the ball back to the Jaguars.
I get live updates from Amex, so
So there it is. Well, we got one last game here in this early round of games, and I think we may end up going the same route. Who knows? You do have a little bit of affinity for those Jets, the worst team in the NFL.
I do. I have a little bit of
Raiders.
love for the Jets. Jets, Raiders. I can't do it this week. One, because I got a couple fantasy players on the Raiders, but also because just the Jets they've not been a good bet this year.
No,
it's
been misplaced love.
Misplaced love. I love Sam Darnold. I really want to see Sam Darnold on a Bears, on another team where they could use a really good quarterback.
I think he's gonna get a chance.
Yeah,
because I think the Jets are gonna get the #1 pick.
Yes, they're gonna get the #1 pick, but what they need to do is they need to pick up players outside of the quarterback position. They need a lot of players. If I'm Trevor Lawrence and I'm in that situation, I'm saying no, I'm not. I don't want to play for you guys.
Yeah, that may happen. But I think the Jets probably do draft a #1 quarterback overall. And
it'd be interesting to see
out there in the free agency market.
See
not free agency.
If that happened, would they just stay in the same pick? And let's say Trevor Lawrence says, "I'm not going to play for the Jets." Do they stay in the same first overall pick and then take a Justin Fields?
Maybe, or they might do what the Chargers did and then draft him and then trade him to whoever picks up Justin Fields and pick up Justin Fields plus another player.
Yes, that could be the option as well. Getting into this game of Vikings victory, see if anyone can get into that top 5.
That's what the Chargers did with Eli Manning when Eli Manning said he wouldn't play for them. Draft him anyways, then trade with the Giants to get Phillip Rivers.
And worked out really well for them.
And then picked out also another player too, which was a nice move for them. And I'd have to look up exactly the whole thing.
Well, I feel like you in that kind of situation, you kind of got whatever you like. Those quarterbacks I put on a very equal playing field.
Yeah.
I think Eli's highs were a little bit higher than Phillip Rivers, like best play.
Yeah.
But Phillip Rivers has been very consistent.
He's probably been more consistent than Eli was. But and also he was stuck out there on some bad Charger teams for a long time.
Oh yeah, the Chargers haven't really gotten that talent till these recent years. Where now that Justin Herbert's coming in, I'm looking to see if that Chargers team goes from a non-playoff team this year to being a contender next year.
I think they're going to make a big splash in the coaching market and try to get a big name coach out there for the Los Angeles Chargers. We'll see how that goes. We are rolling in this game of Vikings victory. We got Forget You G jumping out there into that first place spot with 5,000 points, but we are just under 8 minutes left to play, so we got a long way to go. See a bunch of you guys out there playing. So yeah, I'm going to go with Raiders as well, even though Jets currently are leading 13-7 there on that game. We will see as we'll go over the later games in a little bit. But we got you guys out there playing just under 7.5 minutes. M. Brown now in second place, just a smidge behind Forget You D. Got Cozy 16 in third. Now Care Bear jumping all the way up into first place there with 5,640 points. And we'll see how that all keeps playing out there for you guys.
Josh Jacobs out for the game for the Raiders.
That hurts.
Yeah, that's a big hurt to their run game. Has been their main rushing attack. So we may see a different side of the Vikings offense than we have. And let's see if Derek Carr, everyone's talking about how good Derek Carr's been. this year and how he's kind of had a revamped year. Can Derek Carr take over without having a run game?
Yeah, I think he can. He's a really good quarterback. I think Derek Carr can get the job done. Got a good coach there.
Let's look at Mad Dog over there with 13,210 points. That's closing in on those scores of like Lori 1 and Mom Hee Haw.
Yeah, Mad Dog may get in. Mad Dog's been having some good games here so far today. We'll see if that gets him into the top 5 here. He's going to want to get over that 20,000 point range to get a score that's going to stay in the top 5. We'll only go over those top 7 open session play scores. Tuesday you'll have an opportunity to try to break into this top 7. It's going to take scores to top these, though. These currently hold that top 7, those spots, those final 7 spots in the final 12 players.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, those final sessions, they're 3 games, and all those 3 games get added up and then to a total score, and you get to be in. And then if you're in that top 7, then you make it into the finals. There's only a certain amount of times that we do these open sessions, and we only have 1 more left.
That's correct. That'll be this Tuesday night at 6 p.m. That'll be the last one, and then whoever that top 7 is at the end of that. So it's not the 7 of just that Tuesday night game, but the 7 best of all of our 4 sessions, those combined 3 scores within a session, then those folks will take those
look at that.
7 spots.
Mad Dog getting into the 17,000 point range. That can get you into the top 5.
Yeah, that's M. Brown with 17,000 points currently and has a lot of plays left.
Oh, so yeah.
We will see about that. But currently in those in that those open session plays, in 7th place we have Spicy Chip with 38,995 points.
Oh yeah, and then in 6th place we have Boat Racer 19 with 39,285 points.
Yep. In 5th place we got She Devil with 40,300 points.
Oh yeah. Then in 4th place Scuba Steve with 42,995 points.
Yep, and then in 3rd we got Big Schmidt with 44,120 points.
Oh yeah, and then there is in 2nd place Jackpot 108 with a high score of 44,745 points. Really good score by Jackpot 108.
And our number 1 in these open session plays.
And this one's been really separated from the rest of the pack. 4,000 points ahead of the next closest person.
It is a great score.
Yeah. And who's that?
That's Mama Bear with 48,835 points. Nice job out there, Mama Bear. That's going to be the best score to beat. If you can top that, that'll be a great achievement. But you just have to get into that top 7 to get into the finals per one of these open session play games. And then, of course, the top 5 that, the top 1 score in each of the games, these 5 games, the best score in each one of these games, also one of those 5 chairs at the finals.
Oh yeah, look at M. Brown right there with finishing up their plays with 19,760 points. That's enough to get you into that 3rd place spot that I know of so far, because we had earlier win with a 19,800.
Was it 800?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember exactly, but they're both really good scores, not quite into the 20,000. So you're going to want to keep playing M. Brown to make sure that you stay in those top 5. Mad Dog's got a shot here with some plays left to get into that 20,000 point range. We'll see if it can happen. But Mad Dog does have a few plays left here. So let's see how that ends up playing out with 17,955 points currently. There's Boat Racer 19 in 3rd place with 13,250. Beef out there in 4th place. Beef is currently the top scorer in Meso Perch with 34,870 points. That was a great game by Beef in Meso Perch.
I missed the check-in.
Okay.
It was Brat. He said, I need some good points on this one, boys. How about you send some of that luck again for me?
All right, let's get it out there to him.
All right. There you go. There you go, Brat. Hopefully this can get you into that top 10, or maybe it can roll over to the next game because this is our back-to-back games.
Is this the back-to-back games? I think so. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, because let's see. We're at
we've done two
right now.
We've done two games of top 10.
Yeah, so this is we got Vikings victory.
Yep, so maybe you can hold on to that till the next game of Vikings victory, see if you can get to that top score, because we got some high scores right now with Mad Dog scoring 20,000 points. That's a huge win. Boat Racer 19 also with 19,000 and plays left. Wow.
This could get multiple people that stay in that top 5 for a while.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at that Boat Racer 19 score and seeing if they can get into that 20,000. I would really like to see Boat Racer get into that 20,000 range since they were right outside. They were right in that 19,000 range last week. Got bumped out on the last second. Would be really good to see that.
Yeah, he was a super good sport about it, too. Was cheering Anita Alibi on when she bumped him out.
Yeah.
Well, Mad Dog with 20,605 points, currently in first place with just over 30 seconds left to play in this game. We got Boat Racer now with 19,770 points, and I think used up all their plays. Then you got just 10 points less is M. Brown in third place. I think all three of these scores may get into that top 5. Like for the moment.
Oh, yeah.
For the moment. But we also had a score in our last Viking victory game that was like 19,800 and some, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so, anyways, it's probably going to take 20,000 to stay in that top 5.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Mad Dog may have gotten there.
I think after today, only if you scored 19,000 are you going to be in that top 5.
Oh, I think for sure. For sure. That's already, I think that might already be done.
Yeah, that could be done. It is official. Mad Dog scoring a whopping 20,605 points. That's going to put you in that second place spot in line for the Kirk Cousins signed football helmet.
Yeah, and I think currently now maybe M. Brown at the moment and Boat Racer 19 in that top 5 as well. But we'll see how this plays out. We're playing another game right now, a Vikings victory. So get your hat on. Get your skull ready.
Oh, yeah. I know Brat's going to be ready. We just sent him some luck for this game.
Yeah, watch out for Brat this game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it could happen. Brat coming in strong with all that luck in his pocket. We'll see where that all goes. Well, you know, some folks that do great work for us every day out there is celebrated today with the National Pawnbrokers Day. It pays tribute to a profession that provides a valuable service to their clientele, those who need a little cash, or also those looking for a reasonable good deal seeking the services of a pawnbroker.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. So that's one of our national days.
Well, then we'll talk about the next national day. National, well, it's not national. It's just St. Nicholas Day. St. Nicholas is known for selling all of his possessions and giving his money to the poor. St. Nicholas dedicated his whole life to serving the sick and suffering. Legendary stories about St. Nicholas later become part of the inspiration of the modern-day Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I mean, happy St. Nicholas Day.
That's right. I mean, just feels fitting as we're getting into this December and we're getting into this Christmas season that we celebrate St. Nicholas as a part of all that inspiration for our current Santa Claus, which means St. Nicholas.
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
what Santa Claus is.
That's Santa Claus.
Yeah. So, and then this is one that I think we probably all use every day, and it's National Microwave Oven Day.
Woohoo! Use that all the time.
Yeah, you know,
that's my main source of cooking.
Microwaves, the pressure cooker, the air fryer. I feel like those, the rice maker. Feel like that's keys. Like
the toaster oven.
Yeah, the toaster oven. Especially for someone like yourself, your age, to never actually use that oven that's sitting in your kitchen. Is a key for your life.
I mean, that time that you waste waiting for it to preheat is just.
There you go. So we honor the microwave. Honors one appliance that changed the way we use the kitchen. Quite by accident, though. Self-taught American engineer Percy Spencer discovered a way to heat food safely with microwaves while working with an active radar in 1945. He noticed a candy bar in his pocket was melting. The high-powered microwave beams created a heat effect ideal for cooking. Spencer deliberately attempted cooking popcorn with the microwaves and was successvel with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he created the microwave. So, yeah.
That's so funny. I mean, that's probably not good for his leg.
Yeah, he's working with a radar and realized, my candy bar's cooking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might have been cooking some other stuff, too. Probably not great.
But, but, I mean, it was a great invention that he found and probably made himself a lot of money being able to find out that, you can use like radar signals to be able to heat up things.
Right. Yep. Pretty cool. So that's our national days for today: National Pawnbroker Day, St. Nicholas Day, and National Microwave Oven Day. So there you go. And we got a minute still left to get enrolled into this back-to-back Vikings victory game. In the last round, top 3 players may have all gotten themselves a slot in the top 5 for Vikings.
I don't know.
Currently.
I think we've only went through one game of Vikings victory where there hasn't been someone that scored high enough to get into the top 5.
I think you're right.
There's only been that one game.
So, this could be another exciting one, a Vikings victory. We're hoping for a Vikings victory today, but so far things have not been going the Vikings way, gone more the Jaguars way. But currently, the Vikings do have 1st and 10 at the Jaguars 45.
Yeah, I'm just watching this 75-yard touchdown by Donovan Peoples-Jones from Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
The Browns looking pretty good right now, I think, against the Titans, who I think are the favorites. Browns winning right now 24-7.
Yeah, I know. That's ridiculous. In Ryan Tannehill, I trust. We're going. Titans. We're good. We're good. Big comeback.
That would be a huge comeback. Titans are not great, though, at playing from behind.
Today's the day.
Today's the day
for Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill. Just amazing.
Like, it kind of takes Derrick Henry out of play when you get that huge lead on them. Because they can't waste that time by just, like, holding onto the ball all the time. Like, they can't give it to as much as they want to.
I don't want to listen to logic.
But they do have a good receiving core led by A.J. Brown. I think the fact that A.J. Brown and DK Metcalf were both at Ole Miss. We were just talking about this before the broadcast about how good that receiving core was at Ole Miss when they had A.J. Brown and DK.
For sure. Yeah, we'll see how that all plays out. Not looking good for my pick, the Titans.
Little score updates. Dolphins are losing right now 7-3 to the Bengals. Colts are winning 14-10 against the Texans. Raiders are losing 7-13 to the Jets. The Vikings still scoreless. I don't like that look.
No.
I thought if anything, this was going to be a high-scoring game. We may see a different half.
Well, it's about to change here. The Vikings are 2nd and goal, and they just
they just scored.
Scored, yep. And so it is 9-6 with an extra point.
Score!
Yep, here we go. We got Tricks 421 jumping out to 6,930 points there without many plays at all here in this doubleheader Vikings game, and we'll see. But we're pretty excited here in the studio with the Vikings getting on the board with a big touchdown.
Coming back from COVID, Adam Thielen with the receiving touchdown. There is someone that is used to winning big in Vikings victory.
Yeah,
Birdie Boy,
our best scorer holder.
Is probably our second best scorer of all time in a Vikings victory PCS edition.
Yes. Birdie Boy with 8,540 points.
So, it should be interesting to see what happens out of that.
Yeah, we will see. That changes everything here with the Vikings getting that touchdown. Kind of helps them settle in. Don't feel like you're coming from behind so much there. And now it's a one-possession game. So we'll see how that continues. There's Boat Racer 19 and 6th, Chrissy 1965 and 7th, Cookie in 8th, Mad Dog in 9th place. In 2nd, we've got Tricks 421 in 3rd, A. Schwacky in 4th, Chuckles, and in 5th now, Cookie. So we'll keep an eye on that. We got just under 7 minutes left to play here in this round of Vikings victory. Let's see if there's any. Oh, I know one of these celebrities, that I definitely like is born in 1955. Stephen Wright.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, his deadpan, just funny stuff. Always enjoyed him as a comedian. Another one that I recognize for sure is Ira Gershwin, born in 1896, lyricist, wrote lyrics for Brother George. Famous lyricist.
Yeah.
Ira Gershwin.
I don't. Dave Brubeck was born on today, a jazz musician, born in 1920. I don't know Dave, but
yeah, I've heard the name before because I do like a little bit of jazz, but I couldn't tell you any of the songs that he's done. And
that just totally reminded me of. Do you know the scene in the Bee Movie? It's kind of become just popular now. Like, do you like jazz?
I haven't thought about the Bee Movie in a long time.
I haven't thought about it, but just you saying that you like jazz, instantly, just kid flash memory, of like me sitting in front of the TV and just like the bee going like, "You like jazz," and so that just reminded me of that.
There you go. We got in 1906. Agnes Moorehead, actress, the mother, Endora on the TV series Bewitched. I remember who that is. Just who Endora on Bewitched is. I grew up, watching that. So there's M. Brown getting out to 14,470
Oh, yeah.
points.
That's a really good point total right there, especially with the plays that they have left. But look at Mad Dog with about similar amount of points, only 200 behind, but about a quarter of the plays left.
Yeah, and M. Brown and Mad Dog were fighting it out last time for the top score. So there's
M. Brown taking over that first place spot.
Yep, so, those two continue to bat out for that top score. There's Birdie Boy still in third with 11,745 points. Keeves in fourth. Tricks 421 with a lot of plays.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be counting Tricks 421 out just because I think that could make a run for that first place spot just because only halfway done with their points.
A lot of plays left. So we'll see about that. Well, that's basically our celebrity birthdays. So taking care of a little bit of business there. Getting through those celebrity birthdays. M. Brown now over 16,000 points. Get a little bit low on plays there. Hopefully the last plays go well. Tricks 421 still rich in plays to play with over 10,000 points in their pocket. We'll see. Mad Dog still got some plays there at over 15,000 points.
Oh, yeah. I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out with how many high scores. It looks like M. Brown just finished up their plays with 16,000.
Yep.
295 points. Let's see if anyone else is within shot. Looks like Mad Dog is a really good shot. Birdie Boy is still within reach. I mean, everybody in the top 5, I think, is still in play of getting that first place spot. I wouldn't count anybody out.
No, not at this point. But you're going to have to get into that 19,000, really that 20,000 range to get into that top 5 currently, because everyone's either got in the 20s or at least 19,000.
Oh, yeah, and there it is. Mad Dog passing up for that first place spot over M. Brown, scoring 17,140 points, still with plays left.
We'll see how that finishes up for Mad Dog. Mad Dog's had a hot day so far here on the broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if that continues for them. Great job out there, Mad Dog. The exciting news out there is that the Jaguars have closed that score down to 9-6 now. Jaguars do have the ball. My last update, it's 3rd and 4 at the Jaguars' 31-yard line for the Jaguars. We'll see what happens in that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm super interested in some of these later games.
Yes, we got some good ones coming up.
Yeah, some really nice ones. I'm more interested in than some people may think is the Giants-Seahawks game.
Giants have been playing good ball lately. Seahawks, I mean, with getting Carlos Dunlap and then, getting Adams kind of rolling. Then they've kind of become more of a complete team now that the defensive side is playing.
And now they might get Josh Gordon back.
Yeah,
off a suspension in their receiving core.
There you go. That's huge for them.
And that's saying Josh Gordon is your third option. I mean, that's a great third option.
He's getting third option kind of coverage. Mm-hmm. He could be just just really effective out there.
Oh yeah, very very much so. I think also he can help give DK a couple breathers and long drives and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Especially if DK has a real long play. Mm-hmm. He brings a lot of the same talents that DK brings. Absolutely. With that big body being able to take it over the top.
Yeah, and hopefully he's gotten. I just rooting for him that he's got his life together.
Oh yeah, but that
place.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if this newly put together defense for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
If they can produce and play well against a kind of struggling offense of the Giants. Mm-hmm. And can just what's going to happen with this? My guess is it's still going to be a scoring frenzy between both teams, but it's going to be a lot closer than what a lot of people would think when you say Seahawks versus Giants.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks are just too complete of a team at this point in the season. Just where they are earlier in the season, like where the Giants started to make that progression to be a better team, and the Seahawks still hadn't figured defense out. I think the Giants would have had a better shot at it. I'm going to say the Seahawks are going to get the win here in this one, just because I'm really high on where the Seahawks are at currently.
Oh yeah, well it looks like Mad Dog's the only one with plays left. Seeing if they maybe holding on to hoping that it's a really good play as their last play.
We're hoping for you, Mad Dog. Big play on this one.
Like a 10,000 point play right here.
We're open for you. But it doesn't look like it happened. Nice game with 17,440 points. Mad Dog looks like they're going to get the win, but not going to get them a higher score than they've already got. I think Mad Dog's already in that top 5 currently.
Yeah, with last game.
Yeah, with the last game there. Nice win for Mad Dog in our second of the back-to-back Vikings games. That means we're going to get going in another game of top 10, and after that we still have one more game of Vikings victory to play with you guys. So we'll be playing one more game of top 10, one more game of Vikings victory before we're done with the broadcast.
Oh yeah, and we'll be going on a quick break, and we'll be right back with you guys.
See you in a second.
Hey.
How we doing, guys? Good to be back with you here as we're in our last minute of getting enrolled in this next game of Top 10. That score we're trying to beat here in Top 10 is Family Guy with 29,080 points. That's what you guys are going to be shooting for to get into that final, that final 12.
And we're only into our last 2 games of our game day broadcast.
I can't believe how fast it's gone. We've been having a ball here with you guys, and it's been great interacting with you guys on the chat there on the app. If you're not on the app, you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on Twitch, make sure you get on the app and play. We're having a great time with this PCS games. And,
I really hope
until Tuesday,
I really hope
a chance to get into those finals.
Yeah, we still have the chance to get. I really hope when we get back into the bars that people still use the Player Connect app and we still get to talk with people on the Player Connect app all the time.
I hope so too. Yeah, because that's been super fun. So we are got a bunch of good games happening on those early games, but we're about to predict on these late games. I picked the Seahawks in that Seahawks-Giants game. Which way are you going?
Yeah, well, the Seahawks-Giants, I'm actually going to go opposite. I'm going to go Giants. I think Daniel Jones, that offense has been improving each and every week, and that defense is proving to be one of the better defenses, is in the top half of the NFL, I think, for defenses.
Yeah.
And so I'm going Giants this week. I think they have the better defense than the Seahawks, and I say that gets them the win.
Okay. There we go, Giants, Seahawks. This is another interesting matchup, I think.
Yes, I think this one's really, really good as well.
Yeah, Rams, Cardinals.
That cornerback receiver matchup is going to be one to watch all day in this game between Jalen Ramsey and DeAndre Hopkins.
I think it's two of the best in the game going at it all day long.
I mean, I watched Jalen Ramsey absolutely lock up DK Metcalf one game.
That's
and
impressive to do.
So, I mean, someone who's as physically gifted as that, he's definitely one of the top corners in the league and one of the hardest corners to get open against in the league. I think my prediction, I'm
right now just glad he's not with his Jaguars still.
Yeah, for real. That I would not like to see him going out and guarding some of our receivers.
Yeah. We got to check in on what kind of yardage right now that Justin Jefferson has. That's
just quick off topic.
Yeah.
Answer to that question. I'm on Jacksonville stats. He has had 2 receptions for 12 yards.
Okay. So a lot of work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work to do in the second half, but the Vikings in general have a lot of work to do in the second half. Down by 3 points, it's a very doable game.
Yeah.
Still, their defense actually didn't play as bad as you may think watching the game.
Yeah.
But they only put up 9 points.
Right. Yeah. So the score is still low. I think there's a lot of work to be done. I think it's going to be a much higher scoring second half, which the Vikings have had to have the last few weeks. So it's the majority of the scoring's happened in the second half. So we got Amax jumping out into first place right now with 10,670 points with not very many plays in it. Anita Alibi, not many more plays done in 9,000 points. So putting in a nice game as well. We'll see as this keeps on rolling. We're only a little bit into this game, but just giving a shout out there to Amax and Anita Alibi with some nice beginnings to this game. There's Missy 123 also doing some nice things, but a lot further into their plays. There. But so we got Rams, Cardinals.
Yeah, my prediction, Rams take the win.
Okay.
I think that they're going to put a real struggle on trying to get the ball to DeAndre Hopkins. I think the rest of the receiving core outside of DeAndre Hopkins is subpar. Okay. I think that Christian Kirk is the next best receiver, and if he's your star number 2, you're not going to get huge production out of Christian Kirk. And I think that they're going to be able to put pressure onto Murray, and I think that the consistency, and I think the better coach is Rams coach, and so I'm going Rams on this one.
All right, I'm going to go out to the desert and put my trust in a bird out there, the Arizona Cardinals.
I mean, Arizona Cardinals have been great. if I'm choosing out of fandom, I'm choosing Arizona Cardinals. If I'm choosing out of like what I'd put my money on, I'm choosing Rams.
Yeah, that may be true as me, but since it's just fandom right now for me, I'm going Cardinals. So look for those Birds to get a win this afternoon in that 3:00 game. I think this is another interesting one. We got the young quarterback, you got the veteran quarterback. You got a coach on the hot seat. You got a coach that's never on a hot seat.
Yes.
All right? You just got kind of two franchises that feel like could possibly in the future be going in the opposite directions. Maybe this I got it.
Yeah, it just seems it's a different. One seems to be going up, one seems to be going down, but like they're both on that same level right now.
Right.
Which is really interesting. Both teams right now.
And that is Patriots and Chargers. We hadn't set the team yet. So.
Oh yeah.
So.
Patriots Chargers are going up against each other, even though their records don't show it. The Chargers have been a really good team this year.
Yeah, I mean, they got probably, I know the last 2 months he's won Rookie of the Month, the last 2 in a row.
Yes.
Justin
Herbert.
Yeah, Justin Herbert as possibly Rookie of the Year, just playing great football, and especially with Burrow going down, probably has besides Justin Jefferson, probably has the clearest shot at Rookie of the Year. Player. So, anyways,
I think partially because he's a quarterback and he's been putting up really good stats. I think he's going to end up winning Rookie of the Year over Justin Jefferson. But if you're talking about just like who's been the better rookie by positional, like the difference between Justin Jefferson and the next best rookie receiver is way bigger.
Look at that score by Brat right now.
Oh. Hey, that luck that we sent over to Brat must be coming into play now. They were like, oh, we don't care about the Vikings victory games. Top 10's where it's at.
All right. I know we're going to see some chat out there from Family Guy saying, hey, just slow down. Slow your roll.
Whoa, slow your roll, Mr. Brat.
But we'll see how that plays out. In a really advantageous spot, though, right now, Brat is looking like a nice game.
But Dolly's not looking that bad in 6th place.
Yeah.
Same with Amex. And, look, Dolly 75. Both of those players at that 15,000 range with a lot of plays left. I wouldn't be surprised if they went on a hot streak and Brat went cold. Could pass up Brat.
Not so far with Brat. Going up to 21,000.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't seem much as slowing down Brat right now.
No, there it goes. Anita Albi currently sitting in second with that 16,695 points. But I don't think that's going to be long with Dolly 75 breathing down that point total right now. Make sure, though, you guys, you got under 3 minutes left to get those plays in. So don't forget to get all those plays in before that time expires. Mama Bear now jumping into second place with 19,580 points with a lot of plays. Look at that. With a lot of plays.
Look at that. I wasn't even talking about Mama Bear.
I know it. This is an interesting. Mama Bear currently our #1 point getter in the open session, looking to secure a spot with the top 10 play. Of course, you can only take up one of the 12 spots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But Mama Bear putting in another big game out there. We'll see as that rolls. Brat closing in on 22,000 points here. And top 10's been hot today.
Oh, yeah, it has. Scoring lots of really big points right there. But to get back to the New England-Los Angeles game, my prediction, this is how I've been kind of running these predictions in these last couple games. I mean, besides the ones that I've just went off just to do it. But when I'm making, like, my truest predictions, I look at the team and I go, which team has more to lose? And you look at the Chargers, they're young, rebuilding, 3-8 right now. There's not really a playoff push that they need to push for. They're in kind of a situation where they're not looking too good for playoff-wise, but they look really good for future-wise. And so it's almost better for them to lose out, get a better draft pick, and pick up a better player in the draft and not go to the playoffs and worry about playoffs next year. Where New England, they have a lot of veteran players there, a defense that's aging, a coach that has been a top-tier head coach for 20 years.
Right.
And a former MVP quarterback. And right now they're riding at 5-6.
A little more to play for.
I mean, Cam Newton has stuff to prove. Bill Belichick has stuff to prove. I think there's a lot of things that the Patriots need to get this win, and so I'm saying Patriots get the win.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. That's probably the better pick. Just to go the other way, I'll go Chargers in the upset win.
And I think that the Chargers, if they're playing to their fullest capabilities and are just as motivated as the Patriots, can easily come out with that win just with the offensive firepower that they have, especially with last week they got Austin Eckler back, and so another week with him in the lineup. Austin Eckler was a huge addition to them, and was at least last week was that safety valve for Justin Herbert to be able to just dump off and be able to make plays in the open field. It's been huge for him. So it wouldn't be a surprise if the Chargers won. My prediction though, New England.
Yeah, so and it makes a lot of sense because I go, okay, if I go head coach comparison, I'm going to go New England.
Yeah.
If I go, offense, I probably go to Chargers right now.
And there it is. It's official. Brat getting the score. Mama Bear still with a play left, it looks like.
Yeah.
A play or two.
Yeah.
Both of them at 23,000 points.
But Brad getting the win. You got to get those. Make sure you get all those plays in.
Oh yeah, and they were going for that score by Family Guy who had scored 29,000 points.
Still sitting in that spot.
Yeah, still sitting in that spot. But there was a top 5. They may be in that top 5 now.
That is true. So, we're getting into our last game of these broadcasts of Vikings victory. We're still trying to top that score by Anita Alibi to get into that final spot. And also, everyone's trying to get into this top 5 because these new prizes, I mean, it's 2 stocking hats and a baseball hat. But then the signed merchandise is awesome.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about the other players of the games we haven't played yet. Those top scores of the players in Top Dog and Meso Perch.
Okay.
Because those we don't play any of those during our game day bingo. So let's talk about those. Top Dog right now, Fishy24 is holding on to that top spot. With a score of 28,465 points. Someone this week by what day does it end? The 8th.
Mm-hmm.
So how many days do they have left? 2 days.
Tuesday.
Till Tuesday. Yeah, just till Tuesday. Yeah, I forget. It all ends on Tuesday.
Yeah, the end of the day on Tuesday. Yeah.
So if you want to be able to get in for Top Dog, you have to be a score of 28,465 points.
Yeah. Yep. That is for sure. And then what was the other one? Pride of Minnesota? Is that what?
Meso Perch. We played Pride of Minnesota the first game today.
Okay. Yeah, I did talk about this early in the game, early in the broadcast, but Beef and Meso Perch has a score of 34,870 points. That is quite a score out there by Beef, and that's going to be a tough one to beat. But we thought the score that he beat out to get that score
was unbeatable.
Was unbeatable as well, and so he did it.
Meso Perch is just high scoring.
It seems like it. So that was a nicely done.
Yeah, for all those people that weren't here early in the broadcast right at 12, when we announced those prizes for the Vikings victory, what we're about to get enrolled into, we'll go over those prizes one more time for you guys.
Yeah, so the fourth and fifth place prizes are those really stylish Vikings stocking hats, the ones that they use on the cold weather games on the sidelines. Oh, yeah, and then in that third place spot is a really cool Vikings baseball hat. It's got the purple around with a white. It's a little bit more of a leisure hat, I'd say, than more of a sporty hat. That's correct. It's got the Viking, the Viking guy symbol on the front, and it's a cool, nice-looking hat. And then we get into the really cool prizes. Yeah, that second place is a mini helmet signed by your NFC offensive player of the week, Kirk Cousins. Really cool prize there. Oh, yeah. And then, second place, you could have it second place, the NFC player of the week. First place, we got the NFC player of the month,
That's a signed photo by Dalvin Cook for that first place spot. Really sweet prize. Probably one of my favorite. It is. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's my favorite prize of the whole prizes we've given out.
Yeah, it's a sweet one. That is for sure. Yeah, you have to dust off the wall, find a good place to hang that picture up. If you can get the win, the best score of the week will get that amazing prize. Well, speaking about amazing, we've got a great charity that we've been talking about all week long. This is our last opportunity to talk about. So our charity spotlight this week has been the Hayfield Commercial Club. Their mission is to promote businesses within the community of Hayfield and to encourage community involvement. They do it by doing the following community events annually. They do it. They got citywide garage sale. They've got an Easter coloring contest for school-age children, a costume judging contest for Halloween, and they bring Santa to town every year. And when you're playing, when we're back in the bars, or before when you were back in the bars, when you play at Spare Time Lanes, it goes towards that charity and all the great work that they do. We appreciate Spare Time Lanes. We appreciate Hayfield Commercial Club and all of the charities that do the great work that they do out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm excited to see next week's. I always just get excited each time, like every Sunday, whenever we do these broadcasts, I'm like, oh, it's the last week of doing this charity spotlight. I wonder what the next week is.
There you go. You never know.
Like, because there's so many just cool ones, and just charities vary from just different things, so I'm always just like wondering what kind of topic is this going to bring up.
Yeah, a lot of different things that these charities support, and we are now rolling in this final game of our broadcast, which is Vikings victory game, seeing if anybody can get in that line for that autograph photo of Dalvin Cook, or maybe that mini helmet of Kirk Cousins. Family Guy jumping out there saying, I want to get on it early and fast.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to give the players what they've really been waiting for. They've been just waiting all broadcast. They've been just like, okay, where's it been? Like, why has it come up yet? And that's this day in history.
Oh, they do like the educational part of the show.
The educational part of the broadcast. On December 6th, 1884, in Washington, D.C., workers place a 9-inch aluminum pyramid atop of a tower of white marble, completing the construction of an impressive monument to the city's namesake and the nation's first president, George Washington. As early as 1783, the infant U.S. Congress decided that a statue of George Washington, the great Revolutionary War general, should be wherever it made. I think I lost where I was. War general should be placed near the site of the new congressional building, wherever it may be, after then President Washington asked him to lay out a new federal capitol on the Potomac River in 1791. Architect Pierre L'Enfant left a place for the statue at the western end of the sweeping National Mall near the monument's present location.
There you go.
Okay.
So there was completion of the
Washington Monument.
The Washington Monument, yeah, in 1884 on this day. Yeah.
Oh, well, cool. That's sweet.
Yeah, there you go. And Cowbell jumping out into first place so far with just over 7.5 minutes left to play.
Oh, yeah.
This last game.
Lots could change till then.
Yep. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. We were also, so I had went Chargers, you went Patriots. How about that Eagles-Packers game? What do you think is going to happen there?
Yeah. Well, I think this one's going to be pretty easy. The Eagles have been just all over the place when it comes to games. They've won a couple games against bad teams, but they really haven't won a good game yet, and I don't think that's going to start happening this week. This may be one of those picks where we pick the same team again.
Could be if I go rational.
If you go rational, but I mean, you could be talking about how much Carson Wentz has been hearing that Carson Wentz slander, and he comes out real hot.
Right.
But I'm saying Green Bay Packers on this one. Aaron Rodgers takes over in this game. It's a pretty easy win. The Eagles defense has not been good, and the Eagles offense has been even worse. I'm saying Packers easy win.
Side note, I never saw this one coming. Browns 38, Titans 7.
Yeah, this has been an absolute ridiculous runaway win for the Cleveland Browns, and this may be a win where I go, this is a real team.
Maybe the Browns are a contender. Yeah, I tell you what, Kevin Stefanski, I couldn't be more impressed with what he's done so far there with the Browns. Just turning that whole franchise around, I feel like, and really doing a great job there. Well, this is just a pick because I just don't like the words coming out of my mouth that the Packers win. So I'm going Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just because I hate the Packers.
Oh, gosh.
That sounds really bad. If you're a Packers fan, I love you, but I don't like those Packers. Skull all the way.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going Eagles with, we're just going to say that Carson Wentz gets out of his funk and quits being the worst starting quarterback in the NFL and gets back to his MVP-like play from a couple years ago, and gets the win against those Packers.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, Broncos, Chiefs.
Yeah,
this may
I'd like to root for Mrs. Yag's favorite team.
I tell you what, I am. I
you
am going Jared Jeudy, Noah Fant, the running back core of Philip Lindsay and Melvin Gordon. It's overwhelming for that Chiefs defense. They cannot handle it. Tyree Matthews, he's looking all over trying to figure out where should I go. And then there's Melvin Gordon just running him over. That's what's happening. It is Denver win all the way.
I think this is going to be a win that reminds us of the Bears-Titans game that we're watching right now, and we got a Chiefs win. It's going to be unfortunate what's going to happen to the Broncos. I'm sorry, Broncos. Not a hater of the Broncos whatsoever. I just think the Chiefs
right now are the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's really hard to beat the Chiefs, especially just because of that offense. Their defense is probably, I would say, top 10 in the NFL, but in the bottom part of that top 10.
Yeah.
But that offense is so far away from that number 2 offense. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's a complete team for sure. I think even though the Steelers are 11-0, it's not even necessarily close between the two of them as far as who's the better team. So, anyways,
if you're talking about who has the better defense, I go Chiefs all the way. I mean, not Chiefs. I go Steelers all the way.
Steelers, yeah.
I think Steelers have the number 1 defense in the NFL.
Yeah, they've got a few injuries right now that might hurt them a little bit, but they still great team, great coach, just a consistent program.
Quick little side note: Grandy Sam scoring 15,000 with still about a quarter of the plays left. Looks in a really good situation to be able to hop into that 19,000. 20,000 point range. Same with Mad Dog. Look at Mad Dog though. Mad Dog's got a couple more plays and only about 1,000 behind Grandy Sam. If he has a couple hot plays, it would definitely be in the point range.
Grandy Sam won one of those Vikings baseball hats last week.
Oh yeah. So
she's not unaccustomed to being in the top 5.
She didn't get the stocking hat.
Maybe she wants a stocking hat this week.
Yeah, that or she wants the Dalvin Cook signed photo.
She might.
I know I would.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, who wouldn't want that if you're a Vikings fan?
Oh, yeah. Well, whatsoever? I chose Broncos. You chose Chiefs. I think I may be wrong, but, it was a prediction.
Yes.
Washington Steelers.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I tell you, I'm willing to go madness again.
In Alex Smith, trust.
Alex Smith, comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
Has been absolutely.
Oh, yeah. We were going to make our we don't have much time left. We were going to make our just what we think wild predictions for the end of the season awards. But so let's quickly go to this. Let's go. Okay. If you're going Washington, I'll go Steelers.
I go Washington. Bills, 49ers. I go Bills.
I'll go 49ers. There we go.
Then Cowboys, Ravens.
Yeah.
I think
Cowboys. It's fine.
You're going Cowboys?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Well,
they got the win. They got a win. They got a great win against the Vikings a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, especially if they don't.
Beige water pistol
if Ravens don't get all those players back,
right?
It would be a very interesting. That's the Tuesday game. So we'll probably be able to talk more on that tomorrow.
Yeah, we can talk about that. That's a terrible pick, and I hate the Cowboys, but you know what? I'm going with it. So.
Well, let's talk about those the predictions between MVP.
Yes.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes.
Rookie of the Year.
Right.
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
What other comeback player of the year?
Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP.
Okay. Well, okay.
Right.
Super Bowl champ.
Yeah.
My just off the wall prediction for the Super Bowl. Let me think. I haven't Super Bowl wise. I haven't thought about this,
All right,
but we can do the regular season awards right now.
All right, regular season. Let's go offensive player of the year.
Regular season offensive player of the year. I'm gonna give it to Dalvin Cook.
There you go, Dalvin Cook.
Go outside of the quarterback realm for the offensive player of the year. I'm thinking more quarterback-wise for the MVP. I think the best player outside of the quarterback room has been Dalvin Cook this year, and so I'm giving it Dalvin Cook. He's the most important to his offensive production on this Vikings team.
We're gonna have to go fast if we're gonna get into these. Yeah, so I'll go Dalvin Cook as well. Let's go defensive player of the year.
I think it's every year Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald is the best defensive player in the year. If he doesn't get it, he deserves it. So we're going Aaron
same
Donald.
for both.
Yep, same for both. All right, coach of the year.
Coach of the year, I'm going Bills head coach.
Okay.
I think they've really turned around these last couple of years.
McDermott.
I think they've been playing really well, and they've put a really nice team together and a really nice game plan that fits their playing style.
All right, I'm going to go Flores down in Miami.
Oh,
doing
yeah,
a heck of a job. But you know what? Actually, no, I'm going to change that. Kevin Stefanski with the Browns.
Oh,
deserves that.
just because of this game right here.
Yeah.
Great game. Comeback player of the year, Alex Smith. I think we're both offensive rookie of the year.
Justin Jefferson. Yep.
Easy. Defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's an interesting one.
I don't know the defensive rookies that well.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up when we're out of time. So
yeah.
we're
that's as many rewards as we could predict right there. But there's Grandy Sam scoring a whopping 18,230 points on this final game of the broadcast. Really good game by Grandy Sam. Might get you into the current top 5. I'm not quite sure, though.
I'm not sure. Yeah, with the earlier scores that we've gotten today, all those 19,000 and that 20,000.
It's going to be quite hard to get in there with the 18,000.
Yeah, but nice job. Keep playing the rest of the day. You can play all the way till 9 p.m. tonight with all the games, and make sure you're playing. And remember, Tuesday is that kind of end to all this, so play as much as you can.
As much as you can Tuesday. Watch the second half of the Vikings when they make the comeback against the Jaguars. Skull. And remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins. Have a good day, guys.
Have a good one, guys.